În 4 ani, adică în 2029, ar trebui să fie inaugurat cel mai lung tunel rutier subacvatic din lume, o capodoperă a ingineriei, după cum a fost caracterizat de specialiști. Se construiește sub Marea Baltică, între Danemarca și Germania, și va avea 18 kilometri lungime. O călătorie făcută în prezent cu feribotul durează 45 de minute, iar prin tunelul subacvatic se va putea face în doar 7 minute. Se estimează că mașinile vor putea traversa Marea Baltică în doar 10 minute pe cele 4 benzi care vor fi construite. Cu o lungime de 18 km și traversabil în doar 7 minute, tunelul Fehmarnbelt este construit sub Marea Baltică, între Danemarca și Germania. Când va fi gata, va deveni nu doar cel mai lung tunel scufundat din lume, ci și cel mai lung tunel rutier și feroviar, afirmă opinia publică și numește construcția capodoperă a ingineriei.
The country that brought the world Lego is now pioneering a new construction technique for tunnels that has a passing resemblance to the child's toy. The Fehmarnbelt tunnel will link Denmark with Germany, cutting almost 200 kilometers off the journey from Copenhagen to Hamburg. But what makes this tunnel so different is how it is constructed in sections and put together on the seabed. Until now, there have been 2 primary forms of tunneling. The one you probably know is using massive boring machines to create a tunnel by removing earth from deep underground. It's the way the Channel Tunnel was built. The other is what is known as cut and cover and is usually used for shallower tunnels. One of the most well-known examples of a cut and cover tunnel is the Circle and Metropolitan line of the London Underground. In this method, land is dug away to create a trench to build the tunnel. In the old days, it could be made of brick, but nowadays it's more likely concrete. Once the tunnel is constructed, the earth is replaced over the top, becoming invisible. The new Fehmarnbelt tunnel uses an entirely different approach. A trench is dug along the seabed, into which prefabricated sections will be sunk and linked together to create a record-breaking tunnel.
Construcția tunelului a început în 2020 la capătul danez și în 2021 la capătul german al tunelului, potrivit companiei de stat daneză responsabilă de construirea tunelului. Prin acesta se vor transporta atât trenuri cât și mașini, creând o legătură esențială între Scandinavia și Europa continentală.
The rail and road tunnel will link the Danish island of Lolland to Germany's Fehmarn Island, just 11 kilometers away. It's the closest sea crossing between the 2 countries, and the coasts can be easily seen on a clear day. Geographically, the location was ideal, and the seabed conditions made an immersed tunnel the best option.
First of all, the soil conditions here are very well for immersed tunnels, since the seabed is continuously going up and down without going too deep, so it's a smooth flow, and thereby having the immersed tunnel just right onto the seabed. And by making immersed tunnel, we actually use much less concrete than if we had to make 4 board tunnels, 2 for rail and 2 for road.
The construction can be split into 3 distinct projects.
We have one project that have dredged all the tunnel trench, moved a lot of soil from the bottom of the sea to extending the island of Lolland, which I'm sitting on right now. We have another project of constructing a factory and including all the things necessary to produce elements. And then we have a project of casting the elements, outfit them, sail them out, and place them at the bottom of the sea where the tunnel trench is, and then cover it up again, and then we have established the seabed as it was before, but now with a tunnel beneath it.
There's not much to see on the surface of all the work on the seabed, but the project is evident on land. The seabed soil has been reused to create new wetlands to increase biodiversity and provide recreational space. And, of course, a vast factory has been constructed to build the concrete elements, giant Lego bricks, if you like, that will make up the finished tunnel.
We actually produce all the tunnel elements at the factory, so that's one of the advantages of making an immersed tunnel, that you cure all the concrete in a controlled environment in a factory, where we then step by step produce the elements. We have to produce 79 normal elements, and each of those elements consists of 9 segments, which we cure one at a time or cast one at a time. So all in all, we have to make 711 castings of those segments combining to the elements.
Each of those elements is 217 meters long, 40 meters wide, and 10 meters high, and weighs a staggering 73,000 tons.
Niciun echipament din lume nu poate ridica aceste elemente, spun inginerii responsabili de proiect. Singurul mod de a le muta este să fie împinse spre apă și apoi transportate pe apă. Săparea șanțului tunelului, finalizată în 2024, a produs aproape 15 milioane de metri cub de sol, nisip și piatră. Acest material a fost reutilizat pentru a dezvolta aproximativ 300 de hectare de peisaje naturale și zone de recreere în Danemarca.
This isn't the first time this new construction method has been used. Most people have seen the iconic Öresund bridge between Denmark and Sweden, but few realize part of the link is a tunnel. That shorter tunnel uses a similar method of construction, but the new project has some added complications.
We have made the Öresund tunnel, which is built about the same way. It's much shorter, it's only 4 kilometers, but also with 2 road tubes and 2 rail tubes. So we have built on the experience from there, and then we have extended and developed some new ideas. For instance, we have, besides the 79 elements I mentioned before, we have 10 so-called special elements where we have a basement where all the mechanical and electrical equipment are put in those basements under the road tubes and rail tubes. And by that, you can make the operation and maintenance without disturbing the traffic. Because besides having a basement, those elements also have a lay-by where the operational vehicles can park without disturbing the traffic. And we simply have to do that because the tunnel is so much longer than it's impossible to walk 9 kilometers to get to the center of the tunnel to repair something. So we had to find another solution. So that is of course new, and then also that means then when you had dredged the tunnel trench smoothly from one side to the other, we then to have make 10 holes where those special elements should be placed. So that is of course an extra complexity that I'm looking very much forward to see work in reality when they come to the first special element in not so long time from now.
Construction of the elements has already started and will continue for a few more years. The factory is now a production line.
For the time being, we have casted 5 out of the 79 elements. We have not made any of the special element finished yet, but we are working on 3 of them for the time being. And I believe that during this year, we will see the first of the elements coming at the bottom of the sea.
Once completed, the Fehmarnbelt tunnel will be one of the 5 longest road tunnels in the world.
Dacă totul va decurge conform planului, primii călători vor folosi tunelul în 2029, iar călătoria dintre Danemarca și Germania va dura doar 7 minute cu trenul și 10 minute cu mașina. Costul pentru cel mai mare astfel de tunel din lume este de aproape 8 miliarde de euro.